Hey everybody, it's Add the Red and welcome back to Shining Song Starnova. Right then, last we left off, as we left off, it was a while back and I haven't recorded this in a fucking long time. Because shit has happened, lots of shit. And it's just kind of thrown me for a loop, and it was, at first it was one thing and then there was another. And at the very least, the most recent one is actually a positive note. I've actually got a new job, a better job. So it's fucked up my schedule a little bit, and I'm having to, acclimate to it, get used to the everything. But it does mean I'm making more money now, and I'm making at a more reliable rate too. Not a lot, but I mean, it's more than I was making. So, onwards and upwards, hopefully better on from here. Anyway, right, I believe last we left off, though, that Claude. No, wrong pink-haired busty girl. Oh, that's such a generic description, too. Nemu, that was it, Nemu. I'm not even... Oh, God. Okay, no. She's infesting my head. Right, no. Nemu had vowed that she would make right as much as she could and, save Starnova from the wounds that had been dealt to it. So, all the members of Starnova practiced, and then practiced some more. Even if we lost so many of our sponsorships, we just used the freed up time to perfect our dance routines. Dance away the pain. A few days later, we even held a press conference. Everyone looked solemn. The girls bowed in apology before a row of cameras. There's nothing the Japanese public liked more than to see public figures apologize. Just remember, you have to start with a... It had nothing to do with whether any of the girls had done anything wrong, because most... Well, she did. This is about creating a moment. Yeah, exactly. Will you stop with the chuny thing, too, by the way, Mika? Jesus. We needed scenes like this to be publicized in the papers instead of more gossip and rumors. Doing this would be the first step towards getting our fans back. By far the most difficult moment was when Nemu faced Kaori again. Yeah! Despite the incident being caused by Nemu's psychotic episode, the result was that Kaori-chan became permanently disabled. Nemu buried her nose into the floor as she begged for Kaori's forgiveness. This time, this wasn't like when she vowed at the cameras. Nemu would truly bear the guilt of her crime for the rest of her life. This is painful, though. You're being way too kind. I mean, I don't want to say it's not unforgivable or it's because it really all depends on the individual, but like there comes a point when you can hold someone accountable, but it's God, I'm not gonna try and get into this. It's yes, yeah, I'm not saying that to rub it in. I'm just, I'm glad that you're admitting that yeah. Okay, you can't just shogunai this. I mean, well, I mean, what else you can say? That's very defeatist, but I mean, at the same time, it's very understandable train of thought, so it's, human. No, it wasn't, though, it wasn't. You could have been in Starnova. It could have been so good. See, I don't know if I'm torn. I don't know if Kaori here is being the bigger person or if she's just being a welcoming mat. Despite her words, the end of that Kaori was devastated by the news her ankle was permanently damaged. Deep in her heart, I knew she still bore resentment at Nemu for shattering her dreams. It would doubtlessly take years of healing until Kaori could find it in her heart to fully forgive her. I bowed my head as well. I take full responsibility for the incident. Shining Productions will do everything in its power to ensure you are well accommodated for the remainder of your life. Because it's only what's right. Yeah. That's... It's not a matter of... It's recompense... It's... The rest didn't... Well, okay, that's... That may not be Taishi Choose. I'm not going to say that at all. Never mind. And how do you propose about going down that route, Nemu? Ellipses, I guess. An unforgivable crime had been committed. None of us have the power to go back in time and redo our actions. Nope. All Nemu could do was move forward, no matter how heavy the weight of her past dragged her down. One day, Kairi might forgive her, but I knew Nemu would never be able to forgive herself. Kairi's tears would be an eternal reminder to Nemu of what could happen if she ever lost herself to the darkness again. While she had beaten the demon back, it still lingered deep inside of her, waiting for its chance to appear once more, as it did in all of our hearts. Jesus, dude. Until we focused our everyday actions on making a productive difference in the world, that demon could take control of any one of us. What the hell was that? Oh. Oh no. But the demon was not yet defeated. Wounded, but not killed, it had simply retreated back from Nemu back to a now familiar host. Starnova's greatest crisis was yet to unfold. Oh no. I knew it felt too short. I knew it felt too short. No. No. Why must it always be pain? Oida Senna was watching the news program on the television when a familiar face caught her eye. Ara. The members of the Pa Bailey unit Starnova held a press conference this week wherein they apologized to their fans for the recent story running in the mass media. Unit Center Akimoto Nemu is alleged to be the love child of former idol Ueda Senna and real estate executive Akimoto Kojiro. Oh, God. And there's the trigger. The representative of the unit, while neither confirming or denying the allegations, reaffirmed the unit's commitment to holding their first anniversary live on March 11th. Akimoto Nemu? Suddenly, Senna fell through her bed and into vertigo. What's she doing there? And she's me. Oh no. 1,000 thoughts hit Senna all at once. Wild conjectures and paranoid hallucinations spiraled together to form even stranger conclusions, disconnected with her starting assumptions. This woman, who is she? She's me, but she stole everything. She squirmed in her blanket and looked around in terror. Somehow, this stranger had assumed her identity and taken everything she had worked her whole life to attain. How dare she? How dare she pretend to be Senna-chan? This was supposed to be my life. My life! And yet, somehow, everyone seemed completely oblivious to the dark conspiracy which had robbed Senna of her identity. Okay. How did she trick everyone? Senna shot from her bed, her worst fears realized. It's Amaterasu television. Haruna! So you were the one pulling all the strings all along. You used your money to rob Senna-chan of everything. How dare you? How dare you! But she would not go down quietly as they hoped. They were underestimating her willingness to do anything to become an idol. First off, she had to do something about this body double of hers. Oh no. That's right. I'll just have to remove her from the picture. After all, the world only needs one way to Senna. What? Really? Oh God in heaven. Mein Gott in Himmel. Oh no. Oh no, it's the live too, isn't it? Oh, this is bad on so many different levels for so many different reasons. Finally, the moment of our anniversary live arrived. I looked at the audience that had gathered for this pivotal moment. It looked like we were at capacity. Despite, or maybe because, of the recent scandals the unit had been the subject of, the outdoor arena was filled with onlookers. But the question was, how many of those people were our fans? And how many showed up just to see if we would fail spectacularly? Oh, God. However, I knew the girls would give the haters no such satisfaction. We had practiced day and night for this. This is going to be our greatest live. I took a deep breath. Alright, girls. Give it your all. And of course, we have the usual Starnova fan posse out and about. Kyosuke and Junpei stood at the front row, armed and ready in their pink robes and banners, bearing their well wishes for the girls. However, even the two captains of the Starnova fan club felt daunted upon looking at the signs of the crowd which had gathered for this night. Hey, do you think they'll be able to do this? Of course you'll be able to do it. After all, they're Starnova, aren't they? All the things in the papers are just rubbish. We must continue to support our girls, no matter what others say. But I was reading what some people were saying on the chant. Bah! Let those haters spill the salt they want. We're here to support Starnova in this momentous occasion. There you go. Ellipses. Yeah, okay. He rolled successfully on his charisma. I met the girls backstage. This is it, everyone. No pressure. Our anniversary live. I know you girls can do it. Go out there and bring us our comeback story. Hi. As was their custom, the girls formed up in a ring. Ellipses. Oh, fuck off. The girls ran into the stage to the notes of our first song. Yes, this is the song which began it all. The song we sang exactly 1 year to this date on that tiny live house stage. Everyone, do your best. No. Senna walked toward... Yeah, okay. Senna walked toward the outdoor stage, dragging a handheld saw blade on the ground. What, is she a fucking... Is she one of the villains from Dead by Daylight? Fuck. Oh god, Nemo Mama's here to say hello. Really though? Escaping the mental facility in the middle of the night had been easy enough. After all, it had been years since she last lashed out at her caretakers. That's not the dragon. That's not important. With the new blade she had acquired, she would cut down that imposter where she stood. Also, from my experience, the saw blade wouldn't really work well as like a hacking implement. I mean, sure, it's sharp and it's got the teeth, but they're kind of light-ish. I mean, yeah, it hurt at the fuck, and it could be potentially lethal, sure, from just hitting someone with the teeth. But really, the most damage comes from sustained raking back and forth. Unlike a cleaver that has a heavy sharp, it was some kind of a cleaving thing like the cleaver Nemo had, or a machete or something that is made to have a cutting edge that you just bring down on something, and the combination of the sharp edge, the wedge shape of it, together with the momentum, allows it to part. Why am I going? This is what my fucking brain does. God, I don't know why. Maybe I'm trying to distract myself. Probably just trying to distract myself because I don't want to. Ow. I was pulling a muscle in my face doing that. Ugh. I'm a wreck. Ellipses. Kyosuke and Junpei looked on nervously as the crowd watched her performance, their arms crossed. Nobody was supporting the girls they had hoped. Oh God. Kyosuke ground to himself, his body trembling with anger. That's about to get worse, my dude. I'm sorry. The crowd's not responding at all. Even though our dance and song were perfect. Hey, was it simply too much? Eh? All the girls looked on in confusion when Nemu suddenly stopped singing and began to speak into her headset. Remember this from a year ago? Suddenly, Mika was plucked off where she stood and smeared into Nemu's bosom. Excuse me? I did it's like a little switch got flipped in my head, just on and off. I kind of like restarted real quick. I'm sorry. She. This. Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah. All right. We're doing this. It's. And the music as well. Fitting. The crowd showed signs of thawing out. Oh, look, she smacked someone with her cleavage. Some of the guys looked at each other and began to fondly remember the memories of that night a year ago when all this began. Oh yes, fondly remembering those fond memories. Yeah. Kyosuke and Junpei's voices awakened the members of the audience from their slumber. Yes, of course there's another fans starting over here. They were all equally as worried to the girls as Kyosuke and Junpei. But thanks to what they had heard from everyone else, they had been too scared to raise their voices in support. But now their presence known to each other, they knew they were not alone. The Gestalt intelligence has taken hold. Really? A wall of people surrounded the stage. They were all busy cheering the performers. Gonna have to cut my way through with... She didn't get a fucking chainsaw. This would be lollipop chainsaw. Just, you know. Oh God, please no. With this many people, there was no way she was going to make it to the stage. Oh no. Don't. Please, don't start. I was kidding. Don't start attacking the bystanders, please. Oh God. Senna raised her saw blade and ran toward the crowd. Okay, I'm going to end this on a lovely, quote-unquote cliffhanger. I need a moment to breathe. I'll see you in the next episode. Why?